Hey everyone, come over here. So today we are going to discuss things about the Holy Family in the Bible that maybe people haven't heard spelled out quite like this. You have to be down here with Miss Magdalene. Here we go, here. How about if I turn your skull on? There we go. So, okay. Let's first talk about the Holy Family structure and how things should have been in modern times in my family but weren't. So, in the Bible, you hear about the disciples, the prophets, the apostles, the Messiah. These are each various positions within the family. So the Messiah is like the highest up position. That's only ever happened one time, and that was with Jesus. And I think I explained before about the whole thing about the whole whether John the Baptist or Jesus was supposed to be the Messiah, but because Jesus was born under the Star of Bethlehem, which was a conjunction happening at the time, he fulfilled the signs for being the Messiah. And that's why when he went down to the river to be baptized by John the Baptist, who was another family member, even though John the Baptist was older and usually the older male had a higher position, John the Baptist deferred to Jesus to carry the ministry. Okay, so John the Baptist would have been a prophet, and Jesus probably would have been a prophet before assuming the messiahship. And then you have the apostles, and the apostles are like, they're going to go make the churches in the different areas and carry the message that way. And then you have the discipleship, and the discipleship is interesting. It's open to family and everyone. It's kind of open to the masses, like anyone can go learn and study with Jesus. And then their job is to carry the message of what they learned. So they are like apprentices. They're learning, but they're also carrying the message of what they learned. So within this hierarchy of the Holy Family, there's also defined rules and protocol. And things are this way because this is God's show, not ours. So one of the things that would have been really important was controlling the Holy Family narrative. So the Holy Family probably had their own people documenting their own history as things happened. And that was so that the Word of God did not get corrupted down the road by other people's interpretations of things. Meaning in modern times, if you have a Holy Family representative, being myself in this case, I'm the only one in my family that has been on active Holy Family representative duty from the time of childhood, ever since I apparently performed my first miracles. I already said once I witnessed the spirit of a deceased relative when I was in diapers, knew her name, and then I was able to pick her out of photo albums later and just immediately recognize, that's Auntie, that's the lady I saw. And another time I summoned a whale shark when we were out on the ocean, which dealing with large beasts might be a Holy Family ability. They say Martha Lazarus may have done this in France. It's mentioned in the infancy Gospels where Holy Family members will help deal with your large village beast problems. Amongst other things, will also heal the sick, feed the masses, yada yada yada. So the Holy Family narrative is important that it remains under the control and approval of the Holy Family representatives on duty and that are out ministering at the time, to avoid the Word of God getting corrupted. So what that means is, like, say in modern times there's a Holy Family representative and an artist wants to write a song because they're inspired by that person. I think I said before that I love Tori Amos because she wrote the most beautiful song, Mary's by the Sea, and she did a great job. I don't know her. I've never met her. I don't know anything about her. I just love, just grew up as a fan of her music like every other kid. But that song really touched me, because I'm like, she's telling our possible family story of, you know, the Marys when they arrived in France. And the way she did it, I thought was beautiful. So this does happen. It does happen in this day and age, where artists will write songs about us. And when it does, when that happens, it's very important for the artist to go to the Holy Family representative to get approval on the wording and the usage and stuff, just to make sure that it doesn't get corrupted. Like I said, I think Tori Amos did a brilliant job. Like permission granted for her for that. Like that was a beautiful song. And I think she did a stellar job. But if down the road this comes up again, I do want artists asking me for permission. Those are documents that do have to be signed. And compensation would be nice too, once in a while. So that is basically a rule that I think should have been in place and maybe hasn't been. Like, I don't know that people knew that they needed to be doing that all along from the get-go. And so I'm just making that clear, that that was the standard protocol of the Holy Family all the way back to ancient times.